And where did you find information about these diseases? Was that when you finally went to a doctor?
So I had gone to the emergency room for my symptoms multiple times, and every single time I was turned away without treatment or without any explanation as to what was going on with me. And so after a couple of years of doing that, I kind of just stopped trying to go to doctors about it. I went to an OBGYN and he told me, like, just take birth control pills. This will go away. It's not a big deal. And he kept pushing medication onto me that I personally just kept telling him I wasn't comfortable with taking. And my boyfriend saw like a web comic about other people who experienced these symptoms, and he sent it my way, and it had a link to a Facebook group called Nancy Nook's Endometriosis Education. And that group literally changed my life. Like, I had no idea that there were other people who experienced these symptoms. And it's an education group, so it's not like a discussion forum. Instead, the way it works is that people submit questions to the group, and vetted nurses and surgeons and doctors who are specialists in endometriosis and adenomyosis, they answer these questions. And they have a list of vetted surgeons. And I was so fed up that I went and I booked an appointment with one of these vetted surgeons, and that's when I finally started receiving like the attention and the treatment and the care that I needed.
Yeah, I wonder if you could talk about how it felt when that OBGYN like pushed all these meds on you and said that you just need to take the pill.
Yeah, it was really frustrating because I think a lot of it's kind of tricky because you don't want to come into the OBGYN with like knowledge that you've Googled and internet searched and things like that. But the truth was, when I was asking my doctor questions, like just very basic questions about the condition, stuff like, well, medication doesn't cure this treatment. Or I'd ask him, like, is this going to affect my fertility? And he would tell me no, even though it's one of the leading signs of the disease that I have. So to me, I just realized that my doctor really wasn't educated on these diseases. And so I was really disappointed because this is a common story for most people that go to their OBGYNs that have these diseases. Like, they're just not trained on it. And so you kind of just start to feel like you're like it's all in your head, like it's not a real problem, or that you're never going to find a doctor that's going to listen to you and take you seriously. So it definitely was pretty difficult to deal with at first.
And then could you talk about how it felt to have answers and other people who are experiencing the same thing in that Facebook group?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. Honestly, I felt like I was able to take a lot more decisions about my health into my own hands. And I definitely felt like when I first spoke to my surgeon, like in talking to specialists, it was just amazing to talk to somebody who understood what I was going through and who understood the severity of it, and what it meant to me to be able to like just have that conversation with somebody who listens and who gets it. I really enjoy like chatting with other people who have these diseases, because you'd be amazed by how much we have in common and all the shared experiences that we have. And it helps to know that I'm not alone in it.